my friends, it's your friend Kevin here with today's Divine Daily Blast. Thank you for being with me today as we go through this number 5 day of adventure. I will be back on later on today with the navigations for the week ahead. Um, I got to compile my notes and ponder on where the planets are and what's going on. However, today, my friends, is a number 5 day. So, what does that really mean? Well, it does mean that changes are coming, but that's why I like to call it a day of adventure because let's get in front of the changes, embrace the changes, be aware and present, and um, be present to what's happening, and then make the mental consciousness of what we're going to do about it. This number 5 works with the awakening in the Tower card in Tarot and asks us to call upon Archangel Michael, Uriel, and Gabriel. Look at things in a brand new way, shed new light on any situation you've got, and that includes people and things that might have seemed boring, mundane, irritating, frustrating. We have the power to make changes, new opportunities that are way more important, are represented by a brand new vision, which is why I love calling this adventurous. Now, my isms. I draw upon the cosmic light of heaven and let it shine throughout my being. And so that is. The cosmic light of heaven is like the energy, the vibration of all good, all holy, all powerful. And we should let it shine bright. I wake up to my high flying life. Every time we come up from slumber is a chance to shed anything that was there from the day before. To start the day on the right foot, not the back foot. Focus on love, feel joy, be content. Focusing on love is an antidote to being wrapped in fear. Feeling joy is the feeling that comes from focusing on love. And that creates a feeling of being content. If anything is not in alignment with your joy, your harmony, your peace, your tranquility, then it's some sort of energy moving through your body. And that includes anything that you're hearing, feeling, believing that's not from you, placed upon you perhaps, the challenges of other people that are placed upon you. Not your job to fix it, change it. Here's a note from Archangel Raziel, who is the secrets of God. As the scribe of mystical secrets, I can help you fully understand at a soul level the cosmic principles necessary to manifest a magical life. Your affirmation, I am a co-creator with the universe. My awareness of divine knowledge is constantly expanding. Now, I pulled this card first, then I did the add up the day, and these two correspond. And this is where I pulled from the pile of isms. Today starts a new week. So we have another angelic activator, as well as a divine master who is going to be with us for this whole week. And I'll do my best to pull in their energy and their blessings for how they work with each day as we go through it. I'm also using a different deck of cards. Last week it was Archangel Michael, Sword of Light. This week it's going to be Kyle Gray's Angels and Ancestors deck. Let's start with the Angel Activation card, which is one of my favorite angels, Jophiel. Archangel Jophiel is saying to activate your thoughts and plant seeds that bloom. And her message for the whole week, weed your thoughts. Your mind is like a garden, a space that requires time and attention. Take the time to weed out thoughts and feelings you know are spoiling the beauty. Release from your mental space the recurring stories that you are telling yourself, especially those stories that are hooked into the energy of fear. Instead, think about what you desire. Remember what lights you up, what turns you on, and enjoy the blessings that are in your life now. Let the flowers bloom from your loving thoughts. I think that's just beautiful. Now, Vajra Yogini, again, no accident, is here to remind us all week to transcend fear. She says that facing fear brings you to fearlessness. Embrace your power. Embrace your courage. Embrace the defiance that refuses to be controlled in any way, shape, or form. Walk away from the drama that you don't have anything to do with. Let's get to, well, this is interesting. There's a lake in the middle of this forest that Gertrude and Beatrice are around. Gertrude has a crown of flowers around her head, like a daisy chain, but these are bigger flowers. They've got ribbons coming out of it. She got these ribbons just plonked up on her dress any old which way, and she is twirling around in a circle. Beatrice is looking on with amusement, but not joining her, enjoying the tranquility of the water that seems very, very still. They're just playing. They say it's time to come out and play. All right. What is your blessing from the angels and ancestors, and how do we land this? Oh, there it is. Drum. Oh, dream and journey. So, Native Americans, and I love this image because it's got the sun, the moon, the stars, all of it. They have a drum beat like the beat of your heart. I was watching a podcast the other day, a group of women in a circle having a ceremony, and they were drumming, and the leader of this circle was changing the beat. So they would drum to the beat of the earth, and drum to the beat of the sky, and drum to the beat of the different directions. And I found myself finding it quite interesting and rather hypnotic. So the message is about dreaming and journeying today, creating new opportunities for your what you want to transpire to, what you want to do. So this drum card, and along with all the rest of it, or the other cards, is reminding us that we're connected to the world of the ancient Native Americans right now, the ethereal realms, the animal kingdom, the angelic kingdom, the Fae kingdom. So the wisdom intelligence of the earth and the magic of Mother Earth is surrounding all of us and consuming us. The drum echoes the sound of the earth's heartbeat, Gaia, and it's clearing the cobwebs of dust from our inner vision. So the question we would have of ourselves is, what have we seen in our dreams? What have we seen in our inner vision? It's not imagination, but it's more like guidance, wisdom, divine intelligence, all of that. Particularly anything that repeats, anything that goes on and on and on, like that beat of the drum, boom, bum, 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 boom, all of that. It has the potential to become reality. Dreams come true. We have to know our dreams, and we have to believe our dreams, and we have to follow our dreams. So, perhaps for today, when you meditate in silence and you get quiet. And I have spent probably 2 or 3 days of the end of this week in that cocoon. It has felt really good. It has felt very refreshing, and it's also brought up the froth that needs to be just skimmed off. Just, where is this coming from? Why am I having these feelings? Because they don't serve me. And then right there, when I get to that point where this is not serving my higher purpose, this doesn't feel good, I'm not up for this silliness. That there was the lesson. Let it go. Release it. Goodbye. I don't think it's pleasant for any of us to work through things that repeat themselves and pop up. However, the pleasantry comes from then realizing, I truly do love what I do. I truly do love myself. I truly do love what's happening. Yesterday, I went into the shop that I rent, and only part of the power was on. It happened during the week too, so I knew there was sort of a problem that wasn't necessarily building related. There's a small building that I rent. There's a main suite, and there are 2 smaller suites. I have one of the smaller suites, and only part of the power was coming to the building. So some of my space had power and other parts didn't. Very odd. And it's a bit like the elevator doesn't go to all the floors. So, it's frustrating. You have things to do. You're going to inconvenience people. You have to change and cancel appointments. And so that led me down the road of fear without realizing it until I stopped the mental and emotional madness. And said I got 2 choices. I can just call people, cancel them, and go on home and have a day, or work through it. So I did my diligence, worked through it. My first client arrived and hadn't got the message that I have to cancel, we've got no power. Strange. Opened up the electric panel and literally pushed all these lines of breakers. Just pushed. Like the hand of God pushing on the breaker, and some of the lights came back on. So it was just very odd. And then I'm like, this is a reminder that not everything is so terrible. Not everything is awful, and it can be solved. When I went back in, the outlets that hadn't worked wouldn't allow me to see what I was doing, wouldn't allow the lights to come on, wouldn't allow my tools to work, suddenly did. So my next client wasn't inconvenienced. And I think it was a little divine message, a side step, that everything is okay and nothing is so terrible it can't be fixed. And there was a hand of the divine in all of it. My reminder to you is we're going to have these dips and these valleys. We're going to have these feelings that are less than great, less than favorable. Let those feelings go. Let those feelings shift. And I hope that today, whatever changes you want to make in your life, whatever people, places, situations, stories, drama, if it's a new job, if it's a new home, work on the plan and know that if the plan is for your highest good, it will happen. Until tomorrow, lots of love. Bye for now.